I'd love to flip our perspective 180 degrees now onto our buyers, ultimately, hopefully, our clients. And you talked about we have AI-driven buyers these days. And what did you mean by that?
One thing that I did, let me step back on that. In the last 10 days, there's all this buzz. So this is going to sound quaint. If someone listens to this in a couple of years, it's going to sound kind of quaint to people. But there's all this buzz about X% of traffic coming to websites is coming from the GPTs or answer engines, and people are no longer doing this and they're no longer doing that. It was all kind of that business language of these percentages of things. So I was like, I know what I do now. It's different than what I did a year ago. I was a big search for words, search for a string of words, but I'm not really going directly to ChatGPT or something anymore. I'm still going to Google. I'll admit I'm going to Google, but I'm answering a full question in Google. My kids, when I was working with them on things, this a couple of years ago, they're like, Mom, why are you typing things in? Just to verbally tell Google. So when my kids search, they're actually asking Google, even if they're creating it, they're using their voice to ask Google things. So I was like, well, I can already see that generational difference between how my kids search and how I search. So let me just go ask my network. I just went out to LinkedIn and did a quick poll, and I got a significant number of responses that surprised me, which is in my network, the people that saw this or people shared it and saw it, I got, I think, over 90 responses. And 50% of the people that responded said that they now go directly to a GPT. So to ChatGPT or Perplexity and ask the question there first. And then people gave in the comments the reasons that they do this. These are professional people who are on LinkedIn who are probably linked to marketers, maybe they're developers. More than 50% of the people, and this changes like in a year. I didn't ask them last year, but we know that people weren't even massively using these GPTs more than 2 years ago for sure. It's just the leading edge. So now more than 50% of the people said that when they're going to search for an answer and they're going to find something for business or for personal, because whatever you're doing at home, you bring it to work. You do it at work too. They're going directly to ChatGPT. And then the other said they still go into, they ask, I want to say 30%, I get the numbers right, but they ask now a full question of prompts when they're searching. So people's behavior is rapidly changing. This is much faster than when you think of the iPhone, the uptake on the iPhone where we thought, oh, we wouldn't have apps. We won't use the apps. There's no reason I'll ever need to listen to music or to take pictures on my phone. I call people on my phone. And now all the things that we do, we track our health, we track our steps, we do things that we never imagined. But that took a series of multiple years. I'm talking just a year.
Oh, yeah.
That many people have changed and why? Because it's so much more of a frictionless experience. What does that mean for us as businesses? If we need to reach people where they are, and we do, we're going to need to get really good at making sure that our message is going into the AI engines. We can't sit back and think, oh no, we'll do it when we're ready. We got to be ready now.